Your News 5 forecast first from the First Alert Storm Team. Sponsored by Hyundai.
On this Wednesday night, we are tracking Francine. Tropical storm conditions now moving into the Gulf Coast. Cloudy skies and rain coming down over Mobile. It's our live view from the Roof Doctor's camera. You'll likely wake up to some departing thunderstorms tomorrow morning, 74. It is difficult to see from Orange Beach. That's our Sweat Tires camera. As we head towards tomorrow morning, we'll see those temperatures hovering in the 70s with rain coming down and gusty winds. Similar conditions tonight at Pensacola. Unity Fiber camera, 77 degrees. We're going to have all things team coverage regarding Francine and what impacts it will have on the region tonight. WKRG News 5 at 10 starts right now.
Straight ahead, Francine pounding the Louisiana coast tonight will take you to the hardest hit areas.
Next, a taste of what it was like as Hurricane Francine came ashore with 100-mile-an-hour winds.
Plus a look at how it's been so far along our stretch of the Gulf Coast.
Local coverage you can count on. You're watching WKRG News 5 at 10.
Hello, everyone. I'm Peter Albrecht.
And I'm Roseanne Haven. We continue to track the tropics tonight as Francine tracks northward across Louisiana.
And this is what it was like as Francine came ashore. Winds estimated at 100 miles an hour. This video shot in Montagut, Louisiana. It got hammered with intense rain. Montagut, a small town in lower Terrebonne Parish, a little east of the eye of the storm, where a 7 to 10 foot storm surge is expected. Winds whipping in Morgan City, Louisiana, in neighboring St. Mary Parish. Morgan City located slightly inland and northwest of where Francine came ashore. Reporters there say more than 100 Louisiana National Guardsmen are in the area with their high water vehicles ready to respond when needed.
East of Morgan City in Houma, Louisiana, high winds damaged the city's hydroelectric power plant, knocking out power to thousands. You see here debris on the ground and what appears to be damage to the street. Crews are busy clearing debris so work can begin on restoring power. Where is Francine heading now? Chief Meteorologist Ed Bloodsworth is here to let us know.
Well, as we just mentioned, it has now been downgraded back to a tropical storm. Max winds 70 miles per hour as of the 10 p.m. update. The movement continues northeast at 16 miles per hour. A flash flood emergency is in effect for New Orleans, areas towards Laplace in Louisiana. Significant water rescues now underway, and the effects from Francine are now starting to be felt on our part of the coast as well. So the storm continues northeast, then turning due north through Mississippi. Now the center is expected to pass just east of Jackson. That would still put part of our area under those tropical storm force winds. Speaking of, we've got some gusty downpours approaching the coast here. We've even had some indications of some possible water spout activity just off of Baldwin County with this shower here that's sitting off of Orange Beach. That's actually approaching Gulf shores. It should be there in just the next couple of minutes here as it inches closer. There is a tornado watch for the waters. We'll see if that holds together and moves inland. So we'll have to watch that here in the next couple of minutes. But we are going to carry a risk of isolated tornadoes as more of these storms roll in off the coast. And it's this line that has the highest chance of producing those isolated tornadoes. We can also see some significant surge as well coming in as tonight. And I believe that may be a new watch that's being issued right now. So there is a look at the weather predictor. Isolated storms continuing to roll in. Again, a small tornado threat. But what we're also going to see is rising waters. We're going to see some storm surge tonight coming into Mobile Bay and all along the coast, maybe 2 to 4 feet of surge total. So we're going to note that during those high tide cycles tomorrow. Tropical storm force winds with the center now expected to pass between Hattiesburg and Jackson. We're still going to be dealing with tropical storm force winds likely through the day on your Thursday. Even though we start to clear things out already by mid-morning, as the showers move on out, it's going to take a little while longer for the breezes to subside and the waters to begin to recede. We're going to talk a little bit more about the impact, kind of break them down in greater detail, and talk timing coming up in just a few minutes.
News 5 crews have been out in the weather all day, and our live team coverage continues tonight from the Mississippi coast to northwest Florida.
WKRG News 5's Asher Red is in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, where the mayor issued a curfew which has just taken effect, and it looks like conditions haven't gotten any better where you are, Asher.
Yeah, Roseanne, as I said earlier, it is just windy. I mean, that has been the game all day long. The wind's gotten worse. The rain has kind of died down a little bit since 9 o'clock. There it goes again, though, right? It's coming in, and it's coming in sideways, and it doesn't feel the best. We've got all of this is just coming in after today has just been it's honestly just been a day of just a lot of nasty weather here. I thought it was nasty when I got here at about 11 o'clock today. I was not expecting this. And looking behind me, I know the camera probably can't see it, but the storm surge, it is surging. The tide is higher. The waves are, you're seeing white caps in the water, everything. Now, earlier today, I got the opportunity to speak with some people who were out there watching those waves. They wanted to see the white caps. They wanted to see that storm surge come in, and they were out there at this dock, and this is what they had to say. Is there any point where you might start to be concerned for your safety?
Not with this little storm.
Okay.
Not after going through 140 mile an hour Katrina, no.
And Roseanne, I know you just mentioned it, that there is that 10 o'clock to sunrise curfew, and that is to keep people inside and, of course, out of harm's way. But I'll go ahead and toss it back to you guys in the studio for now. In Bay St. Louis, Asher Red, WKRG News 5.
Right, thanks, Asher. Curfews in Bay St. Louis and Waveland and Gulfport right now.
WKRG News 5's Haley Kennedy is a little bit east of there. She's in Biloxi. She joins us now. And Haley, you've been there all day. Is this the worst you've seen so far?
It definitely is the worst that I have seen this far. The rain is actually painful as it's hitting me and our photographer. It's coming up from the ground, sideways, down, just any way that you can think of. And this wind is honestly, it's pushing me down as it's coming in. And let's talk about this storm surge that we're seeing right behind us. Originally, this water was where you see that yellow sign over there. You could read that entire yellow sign. It was probably about a 3-foot little dock over there. Now, before I did walk over there and the water was up to my shins, I definitely cannot walk over there at this moment. But just right where I'm standing, the water is to my ankles. And it's about, I would say, a good 20 feet from where that yellow sign is. Now, right now, we're at a boat dock, and that water just keeps rising over here. The water is washing up.
With the deteriorating weather conditions, having a hard time hearing and seeing Haley there, but we'll continue to check in with her. In the meantime, Mobile and Baldwin counties have gotten those bands of rain, courtesy of Francine.
WKRG News 5's Akivia McFarland is checking our roads tonight from the News 5 Weather Beast. And Akivia, you're on the Causeway. It's known for flooding.
Hey, Pete and Roseanne. Yes, I'm still out here on the Causeway. We've been checking things out here throughout the day, and I'm really feeling for Haley and Asher right now. They're really getting those impacts from Francine. Meanwhile, in our neck of the Gulf Coast, it's been a little bit more calm. Let's go ahead and turn this around so we can see from the rooftop of the Weather Beast. We're approaching AlDOT crews heading east right here. They've been out here all day watching these water levels, preparing to shut down the road if necessary, if that high tide comes in. Now, we're not really seeing that right now, but that is something that those early morning commuters are going to have to be dealing with. So around 6:30 in the morning, that's when we expect that high tide, and that's when there's going to be a higher risk for flooding out here on the Causeway. It's very flood-prone area when we get those heavy rains. So as you can see, not looking too bad right now. We were actually just pointing out how busy the Causeway actually is for this time of night. We'd expect a lot more people to be indoors right now, but people are still out and about. If you're going to be out and about, we do continue to urge caution while you're traveling here. So not looking too bad here on the Causeway. We're going to go ahead and send things back to you over in the studio. Reporting in the Weather Beast, Akivia McFarland, WKRG News 5.
High and dry in the Weather Beast. Well, people who live on Dauphin Island know for sure when a hurricane is in the Gulf, be ready for anything.
Especially on the west end of the island, and that is where WKRG News 5's Jeremy Jones is tonight.
Pete and Roseanne, I can honestly say that the conditions have definitely intensified and things have definitely gotten a little worse here on Dauphin Island as the rain has gotten heavier and the surf has gotten rougher. I mean, take a look at that. It was just rushing continuously up to us, and it's only been like that. This is probably the most intense I've seen it. I've been here since noon. It's now 10 p.m. and this is the most intense I've seen the shoreline here on Dauphin Island, as now that Francine has made its impacts around our stretch of the Gulf Coast. Now, I did speak with a family who was out here earlier just admiring the waves just to see how bad of an impact Francine has caused. Take a listen.
It's kind of crazy because this is my first time being down here, living on the island since a storm, like a big storms came through. So I'm just hoping that it don't flood, where we can be able to get in our driveway and out of our driveway, stuff like that. But
it's not as bad as I think they assumed it was going to be in the beginning. So yeah, but we want to come down here and look and see.
Good luck with the hurricane, the people at Louisiana.
And so we're going to continue monitoring the conditions here on Dauphin Island. Reporting live on Dauphin Island, Jeremy Jones, WKRG News 5.
Gulf Shores has seen its fair share of storms over the years, including Ivan 20 years ago this week. And Debbie Williams has seen a lot of storms as well.
She sure has. Debbie joins us live from Pleasure Island. Debbie, what are the conditions there this evening?
Well, I know that if you were on the CW with us just about an hour ago, it looked like nothing was going on here. But just in the last 5-10 minutes, well, since the show started, since the 10 o'clock newscast, we started getting these gusty downpours that you heard Ed describing. It is really starting to come down. This is the worst rain, the worst wind that we have seen in Gulf Shores. We've been telling you all day long, around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, those thunderstorms were going to start coming in off the Gulf, and that's when our risk of tornadoes and high winds and flooding and street flooding and that type of issues that you have with these tropical systems was going to begin. Well, it has begun now. We don't know how long this is going to last, of course, but we do have some heavy rain. We've seen some of the heaviest winds that we have seen all day now starting to come on shore, screaming out of the east, headed west. We did talk to earlier this evening, just a couple of hours ago on the beach. There were still some folks out and about that were looking at the waves, checking out the conditions. And this lady was from Missouri, and she's never been through a tropical storm before. Take a listen to what she had to say about her vacation at the beach.
I've been a little nervous, but kind of just at this point, like going with the flow, I guess. If we have to evacuate, we have to evacuate, but just chilling, I guess.
So this would be the time to be watching the weather, watching for any kind of alerts. Go ahead and download that WKRG weather app and make sure that you stay aware. As we move through tonight, we are under a coastal flood warning. There are double red flags up. They will probably be up again tomorrow along the Gulf waters, along all of Alabama beaches, Fort Morgan, Orange Beach, and in Gulf Shores. So heed those warnings, stay out of the water, watch conditions overnight as we're getting, Hurricane Francine, well, tropical storm now. Francine is doing what she's doing to our part of the Gulf Coast. Live in Gulf Shores, Debbie Williams, WKRG News 5.
Thanks, Debbie. Moving to the east, rain and wind, the order of the day at Pensacola Beach.
And that is where we find WKRG News 5's Alexa Daly. She is live tonight. Alexa, how are things there? They look a little calm behind you.
Yeah, you're right, Roseanne. They are pretty calm. That rain has just subsided. We are still feeling a little bit of that wind, and double red flags are flying over Pensacola Beach this evening. Out of an abundance of caution, the county tells us this sailboat behind us, the Lady Catherine III that washed ashore in June, has been moved to this access point on Avenida 18 so that it isn't impacted by high surf. That surf's already kicking up in the Gulf. The county tells us the contractor will completely remove the boat from the beach in the coming days. Again, while things are relatively calm now, Northwest Florida could see some flooding later. We're under a coastal flood advisory, so be careful if you're traveling. I'll send it back to you, Pete and Roseanne, live in Pensacola Beach. Alexa Daly, WKRG News 5.
And we thank you for making WKRG your favorite news at 10.
And just in, a new update, tornado watch now in effect for all of Northwest Florida, Baldwin, Mobile, and Washington counties in Alabama, and all of our Mississippi counties, Greene, George, and Jackson. This watch is in effect until 6 a.m. for the potential of a few tornadoes, thanks to the outer bands of Francine. So the next 5 hours, tropical storm conditions will continue. Again, a few spin-ups will be possible. We're going to talk a little bit more about the other impacts that we'll see aside from the tornado threat. That is all coming up next on News 5.